This is a STEARsoft tutorial for individual teachers who are already using the STEARsoft app and have just got a cloud server. So you'll probably have a lot of data in the app. Here I have some demo data in the app, and you want to set up maybe the STEARsoft cloud server just for yourself, not as part of a school, but just getting going and basically transfer the data that you already have in the app over to the STEARsoft cloud server. So let's see how to do that. So when you set up a new cloud server, you'll get an email like this one. So you're given a username, which we'll need in due course. But the main thing we'll need first of all is our account activation code. So I'm going to copy that. And we're given a link where we need to put this in. So click on this link, enter the account activation code. So I'm going to paste that in here. And I now need to choose a password. So this is setting up my own password. So I'm going to put in my password or choose a password. And I need to repeat it. And press set password. And continue to the welcome screen. Okay, so because we're setting things up initially, we need to start off going in to the administrator login, so the top option. And we need to put in our username, which is the one that was given in the email, the first thing in the email, and the password that I've just set for myself. I need to enter that. And I've now got a two-factor authentication, so I need to find the email that's come in. There it is. And I could either remember or I could copy that into here to authorize this particular device. And I'm going to always trust this device. Now I can continue to the administrator screen. So I'm now into the administrator screen. Now, if you were setting this up for a school, you'd set up all sorts of information and it takes you through a wizard of some things to do. I'm going to skip this setup, and you can do the same if you just want to get straight in using this and synchronizing. So here's my account that I've been given. So I want to change my account. I can't change my own account, which is a sensible thing. So I need to create a new account. So let's skip that. And let's add a new teacher account. Add a teacher account. Okay. Or before I add another teacher account, I've got to do some things. Yeah, that's annoying. Well, c'est la vie. That's what you've got to do. So we need to choose a year end. We're going to choose the August the 1st. And we're going to choose white. Save those settings. Remote upload. If you don't wish to use this feature, you can skip this setup. So we're going to do that. I'm going to choose basic Monday to Friday 1 week. Now these things, I'm just going to choose some examples. So press the example button and it puts some example data in, and I will save that. I'm going to choose some more example data. I'm going to save that. I'm going to skip this step. I don't really need to put that in. Right. Data control and locks. I'm not going to enable any of that. I'm just going to save it as doing nothing. This screen, however, there is our suggestions. I'm going to click our suggestions. And it ticks various options which are sensible and save options. Okay, so now that I've gone through that, which you'll have to do. I can now add another teacher account. Okay, so I'm going to put demo 2 at stearsoft.co.uk. So you have to put in a email address. We need to put in a username, so let's have demo2 as the username, and that'll do. Let's go to next. So that's the email address, and this is the username. Next. So I could enter a full name, demo2, and it's put the email address in. Actually, let's just have lowercase. There we go. Next. Confirm my choices. I just want to create the new data, the new user with this data, with the email address, full name, finish. Okay, so return to the main administrator page. So I've set up this new account for myself, and by having 2 accounts, I can safely edit the other account without accidentally locking myself out. So it's a good thing to have 2 accounts. So I'm going to edit this other one. I'm going to make this one also an administrator, so that when I'm logged in as this other person, I can also be an administrator. And I'm going to make it detached. Now this is the key thing. By making it detached, I'll be able to copy data from the iPhone to here. You can't do that if it's not detached. Detached means it's not part of a whole school system. Save. There we go. Right, so I now want to be this other person, demo2. So I need to send myself a password. So if I go to manage passwords, I can find this new person at the bottom that I've made it for myself, demo2. I'm going to tick the box, and I'm going to send account activation code. Okay. That'll do for there. I'm just going to go to the exit. In fact, yeah, I'm going to exit. So I should have received a new email. There it is, to demo2, and there's my username that I gave myself, demo2, and here's an activation code. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to this activation screen again, demo2, put my activation code in, paste it, choose myself password, and repeat the password. And press set password. And continue. So I can now log in as this new person. Now I had to do all this in order that, you'll see this, if I show column detached, this is the key thing. So I've created an account that's a detached one. Okay, so I'm going to use this one for synchronizing my data into from my iPhone. Okay, so demo2 is its username. I might need to come back to this, but basically I'm ready to go to the app now. We go back here and we're going to set up my synchronization. So my username was demo2, and my password I need to put in can save that. And then I need to add a server, which I'm going to synchronize to. Well, what was my server? I think it was demo 4, that's it, was it? Demo 4 dot STEARsoft.co.uk. Save. Okay. Now synchronization won't work. First of all, it will prompt me for a two-factor code, and secondly, the sync type is currently at synchronize, and the first sync has to be one way, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm just going to press synchronize so you can see what happens. So I first of all need the code, so we go back to my emails, and I should have received another code. There it is. So that's 704541, 704541. 704541, was it? Yes. Now it says the synchronization must be in one direction. I've got all my data on my phone, so I want to take the data from the phone and send it to the server. I don't want to do it the other way around. If I did it this way around, I'd overwrite what's on my phone. Actually, it would stop me. If I did that, it would say overwrite prevented. I'd have to delete the data back at the start. But anyway, I want to do it phone to the server. So let's do that. There we go. So now this should, so here's my data, and that should have now gone over to the cloud. So if I go to the cloud, who am I logged in as? We'll find out if I exit and log in as a teacher login. So I'm logged in as the demo admin. So this isn't the one that I've just synchronized to. So let's log out and let's come back in as demo 2. So this is the account that I've used to synchronize from my phone. Log in. So I need another two-factor code, because I'm not logged in as this teacher yet. There it is. Copy that. It's a little bit of a bother setting this all up for the first time, partly because of all the security that you have to have going over the internet. Let's trust this device. But once it's set up and working, it's pretty straightforward. This is now trusted. Continue to the home screen. Right, so there we are. This has now got my data that was in the app. So if I go to the app, you can see it's the same sort of information. 3 periods today, last 2 periods not recorded. 1, 2, 3, there we go. So if I change something on here, so if I go to, this is in the web interface, I can take that register, I can mark someone absent, save that. If I go to the app, it's not in here, but if I synchronize, it's now picked up those changes. So if I go to that class, I've got that class marked present with the absentee. Maybe they arrive and they turn late. Synchronize that. Goes to register. So if I go back to here and I now refresh this page, then you can see it's turned into a late. Now this is a little bit squashed on a phone, but on a large screen on a computer, you've got all sorts of extra things. School reports. There's some good things here. I can download full attendance sheets as PDF. I can select what I want to do at the top. Anyway, we've now got it working. Okay, so that's the purpose of this tutorial. We've got a working cloud server, which has all the data from my app, which I had initially in here. Hopefully that is enough to get you up and connected. Once you're connected, you can then experiment and have a look at all the other tutorials to see what you can do. Thank you for listening.